Welcome back everybody to Amateur Not Pro, and today I'm going to be painting Kid Goku on a Nimbus cloud. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I started off with, like all my paintings, drawings, or anything like that, is a basic outline of usually the eyes and trying to get all the proportions correct. And I start with the eyes and the face and everything like that, and move on to the hair and then the body. Once I do all that, of course, I go over it. Usually I go over it with my Prismacolor markers, but today I'm just going to be using a plain old Sharpie. That's something that anyone can use and pretty much pick up anywhere for like $1 or $2. Once I'm all done putting down the Sharpie and erasing all the pencil marks, or as much as I can erase, some of it still stayed on there, but of course the paint will take that off. I start off with the background. I use red paint. It's basically in the reference photo that I use. It's all a red background. I was thinking of doing a sky and making clouds, but since I drew Kid Goku so big on this canvas, I thought it wouldn't make sense to have little tiny clouds in the background. So once I get the background done, the whole red, of course, I move into the skin color and the hair. Mainly the hair, just because that's iconic and it looks a lot better once you do the skin if the hair is correct. So I go with black paint on that and a little bit of gray on the edges. The next thing I do is move on to the clothes. I basically just used a regular orange acrylic color paint to basically get the whole clothing right. Later on I'm going to use the red that I used for the background to do the shading for the clothes and everything like that. I'm going to use blue, of course, because that's the iconic color for his little hand brace thing, and of course his tie for the pants. But the basic colors are basically black, orange, and blue for every time you draw Goku, especially Kid Goku. Everything is starting to look so good. At the moment, you can't really tell how well the facial features are drawn, or some of the fingers, or even some of the little intricate details in the eyebrows, that type of thing, in the eyes and the mouth. That's mainly because I need to go over with Sharpie again, which I'm going to do at the end. Right now I'm just trying to get the clouds correct, trying to get everything, as much color as I can on the canvas, to make sure that by the time I get to the Sharpie part of doing it all over again, everything is done. I don't want to go over with Sharpie and then have to paint again. This is one of the parts I actually messed up on, and that's his little insignia on his chest that goes on his clothing. I made it a little too pointy at the top, which meant I couldn't really get some of the features of the actual Chinese Japanese lettering. So it looks alright, but it doesn't look the best. I could have made that a lot better. So at the moment, I'm proud of the way the colors look, especially the cloud. This is the first time I've ever done anything resembling a cloud, especially with acrylic paint. I'm not a painter, but I'm trying to get more into it. So I think this is a good first start. Now it's my favorite part. This is where I go back in after I'm done with the tongue. I go back in and start using my Sharpie to make all the intricate details. This is going to really make the painting seem more anime, seem more like it's an actual picture of the anime or the actual show. This provides so much crispness and brings all the colors together at the same time, because now you can tell he has facial features. You can tell he has a nose, an ear, little hand, little fist, that type of thing. Before, it wasn't complete without this, but of course this is the last step. After this, it should be perfect. Without further ado, I want to thank everyone for watching. We're all done, and let me know what you think about the painting.